man, but Drew seems to have coped all right. I am the best man. I would like to thank Hannah, Drew and Maggie for their speeches this afternoon. It is an honour to be given this role at my brother's wedding, although a little daunting, but he has assured me that if I have done a good job today, then he'll let me be best man at his next wedding. At this point, may I say how absolutely smashing the bridesmaids are looking and have done a good job today, and Hannah, who is looking fabulous and second to none. I'd also like to thank our usher, Chris, who's done a great job. I'm sure it's not been easy with the type of crowd that we've had here today. My heartfelt congratulations go to the happy couple. I'm very proud to be their best man. Married for better or worse. Drew couldn't do much better, and Hannah couldn't do much worse. Before I stood up, Hannah specified topics she thinks it would be best I avoid in my speech, so if you'll just bear with me. No. I don't even want to read that one out. Drew is an amazing man who lacks only one thing, a redeeming feature. Drew has said of himself, I have a memory like a sieve, but I forgot where I put the sieve. So I shall endeavour to remind him of some cherished times. Drew and I have shared many childhood experiences together. Formatively, the bunk bed we shared as children, where I would lie on the bottom bunk hoping that if anyone was going to wet the bed, it would be me. And the junior school, where we were both in the ultimately unsuccessful green team. I shan't put that down entirely to Drew's sporting prowess, but we shall return to this later. On school holiday, our junior school naively thought Drew would be responsible enough to look after the class's hamsters at our home. As soon as the presence of adult supervision was no more, he enrolled my help in creating an assault course for these doomed hamsters. It comprised mainly of our Ghostbusters fire station. The ensuing horror undeniably scarred the psyches of the poor creatures. Since then, the fear of bad karma and our guilty consciences have forced us both into vegetarianism. Further yet, Drew now has hamsters of his own, which he takes good care of, and thankfully the Ghostbusters fire station is long gone. Aside from animal torture, at school, Drew was an ideal student who excelled in many classes. Oh, sorry, he was an idle student that was expelled from many classes. As a student, he did have his good points, though. Intelligence, confidence, and... I'm sorry, Drew, I can't read your handwriting on that, but there it is. I do, however, find it easier to read the typeface in The Independent from July the 6th, 1996. Here we find Drew in an article entitled, We've Lost Our Sense of Right and Wrong, a headline possibly more fitting to his stag do in Cardiff. In the article, when asked if he would pocket a stray note or take it to the police, he replied, I wouldn't hand it in, I'm afraid it's their loss and my gain, an attitude which cast him in the role of Ebenezer Scrooge in the school play that year without audition. As a young lad, he was very much involved in performing. He took lessons in dance and he could have gone professional if not for two things, his left foot and his right foot. Aside from dancing, his drama group also gave a suspiciously named course, Boys Strengthening Work, but I couldn't find out anything else about this and Drew wouldn't let up what it was all about either, so it's probably for the best. Performing in the sports arena, however, was probably more entertaining still. His gym teacher remarks, in batting and fielding games, using modified equipment, Andrew is able to strike the ball on a number of occasions.
It actually said that.
I've also found this relevant to his present-day pool skills. The gym teacher states that he was grateful for the contributions Drew made to his school, most notably a swing ball set and a cricket bat measuring 8 feet in width. He did at least grasp the basics of rugby, the motivation for which being a place in the school rugby team's tour of drinking establishments in the Irish Republic. Drew then left England to live in New Mexico for just under a year. Presumably the visa marriage didn't work out. Before leaving America, he was required to write a personal statement about his abilities and skills. Not wanting to seem like he wouldn't fit in with our cousins on the other side of the pond, he confidently states, I mix well with people, and I have no problem talking to people with whom I am not acquainted. I'm sure they'd think that you'd fit right in America. There. George Bush would be very proud. On his return, he studied NHL '98 for the Sega Mega Drive. He went on to study excess and hedonism at Bournemouth University, and it was here in Bournemouth where he met Hannah at a teamwork, fun, event-style interview. I hear that that's the best place to pick up women. They both then travelled around the country hassling people on high streets, persuading them to give to charitable causes. It takes a thick skin to deal with the public in this way. You can ask them if they want a red nose, and they're likely to clench their fist and ask you the same thing. But after all the travelling, Drew is true to his roots. Only an Essex boy could embrace American culture, travel the UK, move to Aberdeen, and still become the proud owner of a low-insurance white Ford Fiesta. You can take the boy out of Essex. I do expect to see some furry dice in there soon. I can lend you mine. I'd also like to pay tribute to my favourite entrepreneurial enterprise of my brother, an idea of which I am most jealous, possibly the most ingenious idea of all time, which was selling money on eBay. Let us not mention the rumours of money laundering. Well, legally I can't mention them. I'd just like to say, Drew, you're a lucky groom. You've married Hannah today, and she's beautiful, smart, warm, loving and caring, and she deserves a good husband. So thank God that you married her before she found one. On a more sincere note, I stand here as the best man, but the truth is, the best man is here. It is impossible to summarise the lifetime in which I've known Drew. But I would like to say that over those years, he has been the best anyone could hope for in a brother. Admittedly, as his only brother, it is not the greatest survey ever done. In my limited experience of brothers, I'd have to give him a 10 out of 10. I'm truly honoured to be here today and would like to pass on the following messages from those unfortunately unable to attend today. Lee sends this message: "My baby boys all grows up. Wishing you all the best, dude." This message then degenerates into laddish cliché and unintelligibility typical of a man of such good breeding. From Bill and Elaine Stalker, they are sorry they haven't been able to attend the wedding of the year. Brian and Carrie wish you both every happiness for the future. Scott Cormack wishes you both the best. Kurt and Kim wish they could be here today but can only send their best wishes. Esther, Sandy and Erin hope that you've had a wonderful day and sorry they could not attend. Margaret Mackey regrets that she cannot attend also. Margaret and Leslie wish you health and happiness for the future. And one final message from Drew's hamster Billiam says, "I ain't afraid of no ghost." Ladies and gentlemen, these two are a perfect match, and Drew is a very lucky man. You've chosen to express your love in the purest form, a binding legal contract. And now on behalf of everyone here, may I wish you both eternal happiness and a long and fruitful marriage. To the bride and